Hello, yeah, back to this course. Not Golang microservices. Yeah, this in the previous videos, we are working on the GWT auth and also bcrypt for hashing the password and comparing the hash password in the DB, right? So right now we will try to go to the next step, which is wallet management and then balance checking. So currently we are working on the automatically automatically creating a new wallet when user already registered, and then we need to know how important about the database transaction, like tx.begin and then tx.commit, etc. for operation multi-table, so the data will be consistent. Imagine if we have a three table or two table and then one of them is failed. We don't want to store the success only and leave the failed table, right? We need to know when we need to handle when one of the table is failed, then the other table will not change, saving, deleting, or something. No, that is the transaction database works. So we can roll back if one of the two step or three step is fail, and we just commit when all the step is success. So let's begin. First, we go to our project monolith, right? Under folder monolith, we will make directory internal wallet model and internal wallet repository, internal wallet service, and internal wallet handler. Internal wallet, we have this right now. Okay, then we need to create new model wallet. In here, model wallet.go package model wallet struct id, I think id string json id user id string user id, correct. Balance we need a created embedded, yes, not a string but time. Also for this time, and then we need a balance, no currency, right? Currency, we have already balance, we have already. Okay, currency, and then status should be string json status. It can be active or frozen, and then version, it should be integer and we don't want the version, just this one. Use for concurrency control. Okay, then we create a repository wallet, repository.go package repository and type wallet repository and interface. Create transaction. We want to create the X. We pass context dot context, then tx equal to SQL. We import the SQL and tx. We use tx, okay. And w is model.wallet. It should be done. Wait, why this is model.wallet? Why is this error? Undefined model.wallet. Wallet here. This should be wallet, not the user. Okay, then error, and then get by user ID. Should be also context. gtx context and then user ID equal to string. It should be model wallet error. Yeah, correct. And then I want to continue to create the MySQL wallet repository struct with the db should be sql.db, and then func new MySQL repository. It's db sql.db and wallet repository, and return MySQL db repository cannot use. Missing method create transaction. Okay, we need to create transaction method. Yeah, like before, we just need to copy here. I think should be same. Yeah, same. And then we do query, of course. Insert into wallets. It should be insert into wallets, ID, user ID, balance, currency, status. We don't need the version one, and we just delete this one. Okay, and then error equal to tx dot execute context ctx query, and then w.id, w.user id, w.balance, w.currency, w.status, and then return error. Return the error. Yeah, okay, we are still missing the method get by user, so we create the method get by user. Same, we just copy, and then we copy this one, and then just this, like this query. We need the query first. Query is select id, avoid selects asterisk. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, user id, balance, currency, status, created at, updated at, from wallets, where user id. Okay, we need a user id, then first id, user id, balance, currency, status, version as well, yeah, version created at updated at. Okay, and then w equal to model.wallet, and then error equal to error.db.query row context. It should be context query user id and use scan, and then yeah, this one id, user id, balance, currency, status, version, updated at, created at. Okay, Google, if error not nil, we do the error SQL. I want to try with this one first. Errors is errors. Which error is this coming? Not this one, but errors, and is, and then error and SQL error no rows. What you should be to return nil, and then errors dot new wallet not found. Should be wallet not found. Okay, wallet not found, and then is not, then return nil, and then return nil and error, and then if no error at all, we return the w. Okay, good. And this done, we move forward. We are going to the step 4, which is in the user repository. We go to the internal user and repository. We add a new, which is create tx, create tx. This should be context, and tx sql tx with asterisk in here, and u.model.user, and then error. But we need to create func, and what is this? Is this okay? So the function is using MySQL user repository and create tx, and then context.context and tx sql tx model user. If this is correct, the return is error. Okay, the insert into users id, full name, email, password hash with the value of this, and tx executing context ctx query uid u.fullname u.email u.password. Okay, this AI is very clever. He cover all we need. Just tap and tap. And go to the user service, which is this one, I think. The user service.go, and we need to add wallet repository to the user service and modify the register method to open the transaction database. When we open the transaction, we need access to the SQL.db, so we adding SQL.db directly to the service. Yeah. Okay, now what we are going to do is in the service.go, the user service track, which is this one. I create the DB, I add the DB and SQL.db, and this repo is user repo. Is it repo? User repo, user repo, user repo, repository, user repo. I need to change this as a user repo, so there will not error, but this one should be user repo. The new user services, new user service repo, let's say urepo. We need to refactor, yeah, we need to refactor, and user repo, we check the error. This also user repo, user repo, user repo. I just copy and copy paste. Okay, I think no error, and we need to add a wallet repo here. Wallet repository. So wallet repo mean that GitHub wallet repository. Okay, this one should be enough. What we want to do again is the function new service. We need to add more because we want to inject the DB. So DB, we add a comma first, sql.db urepo, and then wrepo refer to the wallet repo. Okay, and this one should be db wallet repo and wrepo. Okay. So the register model.user.error. I think I need to this one. No need. Wait a second. Existing user repo get email. Existing user repo get email should be okay. Existing create, it's still okay. Hash also we don't need to add anything here. And then create model, no. So what we are going is begin the transaction in here. Begin transaction database. First we add the tx error, and s.db should be s.db dot begin tx, and we pass context and nil. Then if error is not nil, we do the custom error, return nil, and custom error internal server. So if not, we need to defer. We should roll back if anything error or panic in the middle. So how we just defer the tx rollback, and then if not, we need to store user to db with a tx connection. If error, user repo create tx user repo create tx context tx and user and return nil internal server error if has an error here. And then we create a wallet for the user, which is wallet. I want to like this and this. Okay, what is model.wallet? Why this is not working? So I need to add wallet here, model wallet model here, and GitHub sugar go wallet monolith internet wallet and model. This should be okay, and this should be wallet.model.wallet, and then we add ID, should be UUID new string, new string, and user ID should be user.id, and balance should be here, currency IDR, I think IDR, and then status active. This should be fine, and we need to store if error as.wallet repo min create transaction ctx tx wallet error is not nil, then we need to return nil custom error internal server, and then we delete this store into the database because the user repo create is changed by create tx. Okay, so in here we just commit the transaction if all of the step is success. How to do that then? If error tx.commit, and we add if error is not nil, then we return nil custom error internal server, and then if no error, we delete this one first, return as.user repo and get by id, we paste the context, and then user.id. Okay, this should be okay. And then in the handler wallet, we need in the wallet, wallet model and handler and service, we need to add something. First we need to add in service.go package service type wallet service interface, then get wallet by user ID. I want it as a context, right? Don't forget context, user ID should be string, and then model dot wallet user wallet. Oh, this should be wallet. Like this. And error. Okay, then we create a struct, mean that we don't need other than just repository dot repository internal should be wallet repository, because we have a lot of two repository, so make sure the repo that we import or model that we import is wallet, and then function a new wallet service repository.wallet repository, and we return wallet service and return wallet service should be repo. And then we have an error missing method get wallet, so we create a get wallet, same just fun, and then asterisk s and asterisk wallet service and get wallet, and then like this, and w error as dot repo dot get by user id context user id, and if error not nil, then we return custom error, nil custom error. Okay, we need to import manually. Custom error should be, kita besoknya ke wallet menurut internal errors. Custom error, new app error, http status not found, then wallet not found, right? And yeah, and if no error, we return the w. Okay, so we create a handler handler.go package handler, type wallet handler struct svg service, the second one, dot wallet service, function new wallet handler, which means the service dot wallet service and wallet handler wait, and then context and model. Okay, no, we don't need model, it's just an I think I just trust the AI too much. Wait, get my wallet c.gin.context, because I want to use an user ID from context gwt context user ID. How we just get the c.get and then user ID, because it's saved in the when they log in the context gin yeah, wallet error h.svc.get wallet by user ID c.request context, and then user ID, wait, user ID, oh yeah, sorry, forgot about this one. Okay, dot should be string, if error not nil, then c.error, We don't need the S1, we don't need the S, and then see the JSON and HTTP status okay, and then gene.age success should be true, and data should be wallet. And then we save first and we go to the main.go, because you notice that this one is error. New service u repo and wallet repo initialize layer. We should add w repo here and wallet repository. We need to import wallet repository. Yeah, this one, internal, and then wallet handler repository and set wallet repository, and then new MySQL wallet repository. We paste the DB. Then in the USVC we use urepo. Wait, no, not urepo, but DB first. Urepo and then wrepo. Okay, we don't have any error again in here, any error anymore in here. And for the SVC, inject DB to user service for transaction. Okay, this one. So we WSVC, don't forget to add this. So wallet service dot new wallet service and wrepo and whandler, and then wallet handler, and like this. After that we have origin dot default, right? Set up the user, set up the gene router. What is this one? So I wanted to, it should be gene dot new and new is blank engine. So if the fault is return engine instant with the logger and recovery middleware already attached, whether the new one is blank engine instant without any middleware attached. Okay, we try with new first, and then r.use gene.recovery r.use middleware error handler. This one is already, so we just delete this one lah, and this. Okay, and then the public root is login and register. We have already grouping in here, user register and login. The protected one is users.me. So we add in here the new endpoint is protected dot get wallets.me and whandler and get my wallet. So I think we get profile, and here is very dangerous as we are open. Yeah, I think we need to comment first lah. Yeah, because this is very dangerous if we open. Okay, and before we try to test, what I want to try to share is this one. When we do the transaction database, we need to start with begin tx, and then also we should to roll back if anything happens. Is it error or is it panic? We need to roll back this one. So when we save to table users and wallet, if one of them, let's say wallet is fail, then the users table need to roll back like this, and then we commit if all the transaction is success, we need to commit. And how to create a repo for that? The create tx is using execute context with tx in here, tx from sql.tx. okay, so I think we can try with the run. How to run is go run cmd main.go. Let's check. And I think I want to try to delete the data. I think first we need to delete the data, because this is need to have wallet right later. When we last time when we create a user, we don't have any wallet created in here, but right now we add automatically creating wallet if we create new user. So let's try. I want to dismiss this one. Register with the data freelance, and yeah, send. Okay, let's wait. Sending request. Why is too long? No error, anything. http localhost wallet main.go. Let me check first. We need to copy share as cannot ya? How to share in here, right? Then I need to please give me girl, or you test the users register with this data, because I don't get the response. Oh, cancel too long. Why this too long? Why Why this too long? I'm not sure. Let me check. The wallet is automatically created and the users also created, but why? I'm not sure. Let me check. This is the ID from wallets and this is the ID from user ID, and the balance is 0. Okay, so I will check again why I test the users register is so long. While waiting the AI answer, I think I need to try with another user. Yeah, okay. Oh, fast. The second one is fast, so I think this is need the app running properly before can adding new data. I'm not sure, but the second one is fast. Maybe my computer, or if you guys have problem like this one, please let me know. So I think this one is cover. We are skipping this AI asking, so I want to control C, and I need to check out feature 006, which is database transaction. Yeah, database transaction maybe, I'm not sure. Let me check what we cover in here. We are working on the database transaction and wallet, and then we need to add, and then we need to commit this one with this generated commit description, and we push to the feature 6 database transaction. Okay, we check out to master, and then we check compare and pull rec. We see here we at in the CMD main.go we add a handler, repository, and service for wallet, and then we injecting the DB and the wallet repo to the user service, right? And we change the gin.default to the gin.new and then use gin recovery. What is this purpose? I want to ask, is this what purpose of this? So this is built-in framework middleware recover from any panic. Okay, good, this should be recovered. This is fine in here, and then we are commenting this /user ID because we need to make it protected under GW token, right? And then we add the repository create transaction with this execution with context, and then this one is begin transaction database. Okay, I think we are cover this all this in this episode, so I want to create pull and merge. Yeah, and thank you for following this course in this episode, and see you in the next episode. I hope you guys still excited to follow. Thank you. Bye bye.